Looking for a perfect Christmas morning breakfast recipe? Look no further. Welcome to our festive cooking adventure where we'll be preparing a scrumptious Christmas morning casserole. This hearty dish is brimming with the goodness of bread, eggs, cheese, bacon, and milk. It's the kind of breakfast that fills the home with warmth and joy, setting the tone for a magical Christmas day. So, are you ready to bring some culinary magic to your Christmas morning? Great! Gather your ingredients and let's get started. First things first, let's get all our ingredients ready. Our main building block is bread. A stale loaf is perfect, as it soaks up the egg mixture better, creating a custardy interior while maintaining a crispy exterior. Next up, we have eggs. They bind everything together and bring that classic breakfast taste. You can use any type you like, free-range, organic, or standard. Thirdly, we have cheese. A good sharp cheddar works wonders, but feel free to experiment with your favorites. It adds a creamy, savory element that makes the casserole irresistible. Our fourth ingredient is bacon. Its smoky flavor complements the cheese and adds a satisfying crunch. If you're vegetarian, smoked tempeh is a great substitute. Finally, we have milk. It helps create a smooth, rich base for our casserole. Any type will do, but whole milk will give the richest flavor. With all our ingredients ready, it's time to get cooking. Now we dive into the heart of the recipe, preparing the casserole. As we embark on this culinary journey, our first step is to tear the bread into bite-sized morsels. There's no need for perfection here. Uneven pieces add a rustic charm and texture to our casserole. Be sure to use a sturdy bread, something that can hold its own when soaked in our creamy egg mixture. Speaking of which, let's move on to the eggs. Whisk them together until they're light and frothy. Then, slowly pour in your milk, continuing to whisk as you do. You're aiming for a smooth, consistent mixture. Now is also the perfect time to add in your seasonings. A good grind of black pepper, a pinch of salt, and a dash of nutmeg can elevate the flavors to new heights. Now, we're ready to assemble our casserole. This is where the magic happens. Begin with a layer of your torn bread at the bottom of your dish. Then generously sprinkle your chosen cheese over the top. The cheese will melt into every nook and cranny, binding the ingredients together and creating a delectable, gooey center. Next, pour over half of your egg mixture, ensuring the bread is well soaked. Then, it's time for the star of the show, your chosen filling. Whether it's crisp bacon, sautéed vegetables, or perhaps a combination of both, spread it out evenly over the soaked bread and cheese mixture. Now, it's time to repeat the process. Another layer of bread, a sprinkle of cheese, and the rest of your egg mixture. Make sure every piece of bread is soaked in this delicious concoction. Finish with a final sprinkle of cheese because, let's be honest, you can never have too much cheese. Take a moment to press down on the layers with the back of your spoon, ensuring everything is well combined. This also helps the bread to soak up every last drop of the egg mixture. And there you have it. Your casserole is ready for the oven. Now comes the easiest part, baking the casserole. Once you've layered all your ingredients in the dish, it's time to let the oven do its magic. Start by preheating the oven. It's crucial to get our oven nice and hot before the casserole goes in. This will ensure even cooking and a beautifully browned top. For this recipe, we'll need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While the oven is preheating, cover your casserole dish with aluminum foil. This will keep the heat in and ensure that everything cooks evenly. Once the oven is preheated, carefully place the covered dish in the center of the oven. Now let's talk about baking time. This is dependent on a few factors, including how deep your casserole dish is and how cold your ingredients were when they went into the oven. As a general rule of thumb, you should start checking your casserole after about 30 minutes. Here's what you're looking for. The top should be golden brown and the casserole should be bubbling around the edges. If you notice the top is browning too quickly, you can always cover it with a piece of foil to prevent it from burning. And remember, patience is key. A well-baked casserole is worth the wait. Once it's golden brown on top and bubbly around the edges, you know it's done. Now that's a sight to behold on a Christmas morning. Your casserole is ready, but how should you serve it? Well, let's delve into that. The beauty of this Christmas morning casserole is its versatility. It pairs wonderfully with an array of sides, such as fresh fruits. Imagine a plate with your warm, savory casserole and a colorful array of fresh berries on the side. The sweetness of the fruits complements the savory, hearty casserole perfectly. And if you are a fan of morning beverages, A glass of chilled orange juice or a hot cup of coffee would also make a lovely companion to your casserole. Now, what if you have leftovers? Don't worry. This casserole stores very well. Simply let it cool down, then cover it and pop it in the refrigerator. When you're ready to enjoy it again, just reheat it in the oven or microwave. And there you have it, a delicious breakfast ready to be enjoyed. So, there you have it, a simple and delicious Christmas morning casserole. Let's quickly jog our memory through the steps we've taken to create this festive feast. We started off by introducing the ingredients. Remember, the beauty of this casserole lies in its simplicity. We use bread, eggs, milk, cheese, and your choice of meat. We also added a dash of salt and pepper for that extra kick. Each ingredient plays a significant role in crafting the perfect balance of flavors and textures. Next, we moved on to the preparation. This is where the magic happens. We layered the bread and meat, poured over our whisked eggs and milk, and sprinkled a generous helping of cheese on top. The layers ensure every bite is packed with goodness. Then we placed our casserole in the oven and let heat work its charm. Baking the casserole is an essential step, as it allows the ingredients to meld together and gives the dish its signature golden top. Remember to keep an eye on it though, as we wouldn't want it to burn. We also discussed serving suggestions. While our Christmas morning casserole is a star in its own right, pairing it with some fresh fruits or a light salad can elevate your breakfast experience. It's all about creating a balanced and enjoyable meal. One of the best things about this recipe is its versatility. You can easily swap out ingredients to suit your tastes or dietary needs. Vegetarian? Swap the meat for veggies. Lactose intolerant? Use lactose-free cheese and milk. The possibilities are endless. In the end, we hope this recipe helps you create a memorable Christmas morning filled with joy and delicious food. Remember, cooking is not just about following a recipe. It's about adding your own touch and creating something truly special. Thank you for cooking with us today. We hope you enjoy your Christmas morning casserole and have a merry holiday season.